Some founders start with no plan at all, and somehow, against every rule, every expectation stacked against them, they find wild success. It's maddening when you watch it happen, right? When the world tells you that success is all about spreadsheets, forecasts, rigid roadmaps, and constant control, yet out there, some founders just go. They take off with nothing but a spark, a gut feeling, and whatever scraps they can grab on the way. And somehow, they win. Why? Why do some founders succeed without a plan, while the rest are stuck, miserable, drowning in endless to-do lists and drafts that never turn into anything real? It's because the world lies to you every single day. It sells you safety, comfort, proven methods, and calls them freedom, but they are cages. It tells you success is a formula, when really, the formula is broken, outdated, strangling the very life out of innovation. Founders who succeed without a plan, they refuse the cage. They don't wait for permission. They don't refine their ideas into sterile, strategy-perfect versions that can get funding or impress some handshake-wielding investor. They throw away the rulebook they never agreed to play by. They act, they start, they move even when every part of the world screams, stop, even when their own doubt tries to chain them down. And that's messy. That's chaos. It's terrifying. Because not having a plan means living inside uncertainty, the cruel, cold, burning unknown. But guess what? That uncertainty is the soil of creation. The ground where genuine, brutal, painful growth happens. Without a plan, founders get one crucial thing the others don't. They get real, raw feedback faster. They learn faster, they adjust, they rewrite their own rules on the fly. They don't waste months drawing invisible maps no one will follow. This world we live in, it was never made for the radical few, the wild creators who burn for something more. It's built to process people, to channel them through systems, into cubicles or routines that make everyone safe, predictable, forgettable. Comfort is a bed of lies. It's a trap that hides under the guise of freedom, but kills the fire inside. You were born to burn, to break, to forge yourself anew every day, not to conform to the slow death of compliance. No plan doesn't mean no direction. It means that direction is alive. It's shifting with every decision you make. It means being obsessed with what works in this moment, instead of clinging to what should work according to some distant, dusty textbook. Every step forward is a test, a revolt against the fake certainties that have nothing to do with your vision. Here's the secret. The founders who succeed without a plan don't ignore discipline. They redefine it. Discipline is no longer about sticking to a fixed script. It's about unwavering commitment to motion, to revision, to relentless experimentation. They embrace discomfort as a compass, not an obstacle. Every failure, every screw-up is a signpost. They listen with fierce attention, adapt, and strike again, not because the plan told them to, but because their guts scream at them to. You're not alone in feeling trapped by the world's expectations, in feeling the unbearable tension inside that says, I was meant for more. That tension is your own becoming. It's the fire that refuses to be comfortable, and that fire is your greatest weapon. It fuels boldness when logic says quit. It pushes you to connect with the few who get it, the few who refuse sovereignty, reject convenience, who stand on the edges where progress happens. Here's what might flip your reality. Your power is not in following or pretending you know the future. Your power is in choosing sovereignty over certainty. Sovereignty means owning your will, owning your capacity to choose every moment forward. Don't ask for permission from the world to start. Don't wait for the perfect plan that may never come. Own the moment you're in and move, even if the path looks broken. From zero, founders build the rhythm. They learn to spot what's really urgent, what's smoke and mirrors, and what's lifeblood. They sharpen their intuition through relentless doing, not thinking. This is why some founders leap ahead. They produce, test, discard, refine, and build systems born from experience, not theory. The world system works against those who dare to be exceptional. It prefers mediocrity, sameness, and safe bets. So, if you want to start without a plan and still win, Start by realizing something crucial. You don't have to play their game. You don't have to accept their definition of freedom or success. Instead, rip up their rulebook, not because you're reckless, but because you're reclaiming what it means to be free. Breaking from the plan means fighting the urge to numb yourself with comfort. Comfort is the killer of dreams. It whispers stay when you need to break. It tells you plan it more when you need to do more. Founders who succeed without plans choose discomfort. They let uncertainty sharpen their senses rather than dull them. They know the tension means they're alive, growing, and that's the fuel nobody else will give them. Connecting with others who think like you, who burn like you, is not a luxury. It's survival. The founders who fly without a plan don't isolate themselves. They find their few, the rare, radical minds who challenge, complement, and push them further. Success is never a solo journey. It's a tightly woven web of fierce allies who hold space for your fire, not a crowd that asks you to dim it. The advice? Ditch the fantasy of perfect control. Do not wait, do not hesitate. Passion and clarity come from motion, not static planning. Begin with a sliver of an idea, a bare minimum, and get it into the world immediately. Let feedback shape you. Build trust with your instincts. They are often louder and clearer than any business plan could be. Your mission is not to fix the broken world. No. Your mission is to transcend the broken world. You will not find a comprehensive guide to success because the future isn't hand-delivered. It's made. And it's made by you, by the few who burn instead of bend, who redefine reality through action. So, when doubt hits, and it will, remember that every big thing ever built started messy, uncertain, and unplanned. Those founders who glued themselves to plans were often left behind. Those who launched, stumbled, learned, and rebuilt went on to change everything. Own your discomfort. Own your chaos. Hold your vision tight, but leave room for it to breathe and evolve. Seek the rare few who mirror your fire and sharpen your edge. Most importantly, reject the lie that you need eternal certainty to create. This no-plan start isn't a shortcut. It's a brutal, fierce path that only the bold survive. But it's the only path that can lead you beyond the cages of comfort and control, to a place where your real power lives. Let every second remind you, your will is your weapon. Your fire is your guide. Your movement beyond the plan is your revolution. The world waits for those who burn. Will you be one of them?